your, this training?
Okay, my job right now, I am working on pretty close to engineering. I do product information management, and I want to change my career, so I want to get into SAP. And I have done a little bit of MM training, so I know a little about MM. Yeah, I just trained. I just finished last week. So I wanted to take the FICO.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing right now? Are you working somewhere?
Yes, I'm working, but I'm not working on SAP. I'm still working on project information SAP. I mean, project information management.
And how about your financial stuffs?
My finance, I did a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, so I took a couple, like 2-3 classes of accounting. I also did my master's in project management, so I also took some cost accounting classes and I mean, like financial accounting. I took like 2 classes of accounting also.
Okay, so means you're comfortable with the basics of accounting, right?
Yes.
That is great. Okay, basically about me, my name is Akhilesh Kumar. I'm calling from New Delhi, India. I'm a SAP FICO consultant from last 8 years, and I'm into this training domain from last almost 6 years. Have taken more than 600 trainings so far. Half of them maybe in batches and individually also, based on the availability of the student and people. So I have a demo presentation for you. I'll take you to that. I'm working with one of the big MNC company over here in India as a full-time consultant. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, because you are your voice is kind of breaking up a little bit, so I'm not sure it's a connection because yeah, sometimes it's like it fades away.
Actually, your voice is breaking at mine.
Yeah, even yours now, I see the same thing is fading away a little bit.
Yeah, even I can sense that.
Hello.
Is that a connection problem or what might it be?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Akhilesh.
Just 2 minutes ago.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akhilesh. The problem with your end only, like for me and Raja, it's clear. We discussed something before. Like I am observing that
Okay, it's on my.
Yeah. From your end only, the voice is sometime breaking.
Let me reset the connection. Just 1 second. Just 2 minutes ago, I have taken a class, and everything is fine. Just a second.
Now it seems to be good then.
Yeah, I think there should not be a problem because it's a 10 Mbps connection. Anyway, it happens sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, is it better now? Is it better, Raja?
Yeah, now it's better, yeah.
All right. Okay, so I have a PowerPoint presentation for you. I'll take you through. I'll not take much time of yours, almost 40 to 45 minutes. We'll take in discussing the stuffs, whatever the things are going to be on this training, what is the course content, and how we'll proceed. Okay?
Okay.
Let's start with some basic concepts itself. We'll talk about SAP. Before that, we'll spend just a couple of minutes on ERP systems. SAP is a ERP package. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning Systems. Okay, so basically we'll talk about some of the features of it. ERP is nothing but it's a platform from where you can basically manage all the resources of your organization, regardless of what kind of requirement you have or what kind of requirement is there from whatever departments you have. Okay, these modules are there to take care of them. Like in an ERP package you will find multiple modules at the same time. Say for example, FICO is there, HR is there, MM is there, as well as SD is there. You know, like that, SAP is having tons of modules in itself. SAP is also a ERP package. Couple of examples are given over here. Like first of all, SAP is an integrated system. We say it as an integrated system because, you know, what happens in case of, you know, you might be aware of purchase to cash, order to cash, and give me a moment. Give me a moment. Vendor management. So your company might require some kind of, you know, raw materials if you are into manufacturing field. So say for example, your company is manufacturing ball pens. Okay. So the raw materials will be like, you know, ink, refills, plastic cases, maybe some kind of chrome over there. These kind of materials can be there. So you need to buy it from the vendors. There might be your particular vendor from whom you are buying a pen, or maybe you are thinking of, you know, creating a new product, so you have lined up a new set of ballpoint pen or something. So there is something called MRP, Material Requirement Planning. Material Requirement Planning. Over here, what happens? Your purchase requisition department will first of all do the MRP and get the requirement of the materials they have for the manufacturing process to begin. So once you have the figures, how much quantity and what are the products that you want to be bought from the vendors itself, you can go for a purchase order creation. Once you have the purchase order details, you know, the next procedure will be sending it to the vendor. Once vendor have received it, they will confirm it that they have received the purchase order, and you know, they might provide you some kind of quotation, and generally these things are done out of the system, like quotation receiving and all those stuff. Once you guys are agreed on the sale or the purchase, on the purchase, what vendor will do? They will start shipping your products. Shippings will be done. Upon shipping from the vendor side, you will start receiving the products into your inventory. Till now, system is there in the MM module. That's material management. It seems to be like, you know, we are buying materials and the things are happening in financial accounting, but no, these things are happening in material management module. Now, where the integration part works, as soon as vendor have finished the shipping, they will send you an invoice, right, which will be having particulars of the payment. Once you have the invoice, this needs to be sent to financial accounting, because no other module can process any kind of payments. It's the job of the financial accounting part only. So once you have the invoice in your financial accounting system, you can go further and make the payment. Same stuff happens when you sell something to your customer. Again, sales order will be there. You will process it. You will ship the product. Invoice will be created. Billing will be done. After billing, a document will be generated and a reference will be sent to the FI side. Once you have the reference, you can accept the online payments or maybe check transfers, some other kind of payments, maybe some intercompany settlements. Based on that, you can clear the accounts and you can hit your bank account or maybe some settlements in with me. So what is happening here? Somehow we are interacting with other modules. Similar thing will happen in case of HR. All the salaries will be prepared in HR module and they will be sent to the financial accounting for payment steps. Okay? So this is why we say SAP system as an integrated system. Second thing is real-timeness. Say for example, you have 6 units of some material and somebody have ordered 4 out of that already. Again, some new request has came to provide 10 more units or maybe 6 more units, say for example. You have 6 only. So if the system is not real time, it means the balances and inventory is not getting updated at the same row, you might oversell the products. You have generated the sales order, but you don't have the products in your inventory. Okay, so the system needs to be real time. Generally behind SAP system, database technologies like Oracle works till now. Maybe in a couple of years the trend will be getting changed, but till now max of the times you will find Oracle to be there. Okay, so SAP system is having a distributed database management system in the background, which is capable of handling the data in real time in the delay of micro and nanoseconds. So you don't have to wait a lot for the inventory to be getting updated. Okay, so all the things are happening in real-time manner.
Yep.
Say for example, your company is just in services. They are not holding any kind of manufacturing activity. So two of the modules of SAP becomes useless over here. First is production planning and second is material management. Since you are not buying anything majorly and you're not doing the vendor management and all that, so you won't need the MM system. At the same time, since you are not producing anything, you will not need the production planning system. So SAP system is something that is called as ready to configure system. Whatever procedures you want, say for example, you just only FICO to be there, the system can be maintained accordingly. So it always works on the requirement of the users. Whatever the company wants or whatever your client says that we have these set of requirements, based on that only the system will be implemented. Alright, this is why it is said as process oriented system. One more thing is there, that's an extra dimension over here in case of SAP like ERP packages, that is customization of the system from system end only. Here we are not talking about functionality, we are talking about creation of a functionality. SAP has been designed in a programming language called ABAP. So ABAPer is capable of creating custom reports, custom tables, custom programs. Generally, if you see and if you start talking about some functionality in a system, you will find 90% of the things are there already by default. SAP has thought of it, or maybe with due course of time, they have configured all those stuffs. Additionally, obviously every project is unique, every company is unique, so you will get some unique requirements over there. So for those situations, your system can be programmed to fill out those gaps as well with the help of programming. Okay, this is why SAP system is called as one of the highly customizable language and highly customizable systems, because you can customize it in the functionality part also, you can customize it based on the technical side also. SAP Basis is a module of SAP which looks after networking, installations and administration. This module takes care of all these activities. So if you are going for a company who is not on SAP, so the once your project is feasible and you have got the project and your company's team is going over there to do the implementation, the first person who will be setting up an office, systems, XSS will be the basis consultant. Okay, so this is how a basis system will be installed in the organization. Generally what happens, whatever business logic means whatever you have on the business requirement side will be getting installed on the application server. So whatever business logic you have will be here. That application will be connected to a database in the background, which is capable to write and read the data in real timeliness manner. And being on the application side, every user, regardless of administrator or maybe the users, everybody will be working from the presentation layer only. What is this presentation layer? SAP has provided a GUI system. This is the SAP GUI system, you see. You can just get logged into one of these systems and access the resources of application server. This will look like this. You will be given a login ID and a password. You have to basically provide it, and once you have the access, you will get the similar things whatever has been maintained on the application server itself. Take a look. Here you will find everything of the ECC system. ECC stands for Enterprise Core Component. Now, we'll see it later on. Over here, how it works, being on the application side, presentation side, you have to create request for saving some data or maybe accessing some kind of data. The same request will be forwarded to the application layer. Application layer will resolve the user logic. If you are asking to save the data, system will look the empty references and post your data over there into the database, or maybe if you are trying to access the data, system will access the location where it has been saved and it will provide you back with the right kind of data you have requested for. Okay. Another thing is, nowadays, you know, SAP installations are not limited to a country. Say your company is operating in USA, India, Australia and UK, 4 countries. In that case, the same application server will be installed at 4 different locations, including India, US, UK and Australia. Why? To make the work faster, because there is a lot of distance between them. So if the server is kept in India, the reliability cannot be there in case of US. Maybe if you are keeping your server at the single service point, maybe some natural calamity happens and all of your data will get lost, and the company cannot bear that. So for all those regions, you know, system, application server and database is going to be distributed. It will be at several locations. It's true that they are resources by putting the same thing at different locations, but that cost is bearable in place of losing the data. So this is how basically system works. Okay? Raja?
Yes, sir.
Now, here we are talking about application server itself. We are not talking about database or presentation. So take a look here. This is the technical configuration of SAP system. We have 3 copies of the same server: development, testing and production. You know, when an application server will be installed, 3 separate copies will be created. These copies are holding the same kind of data, just their functionality is different. Being a SAP consultant, you will be working on the development server because you are a developer. Okay, once you have developed something, say a business requirement has came, okay, to configure the vendor management system, or maybe creation of a new account group and creation of vendors into that, or maybe some other request has came. So you have configured the same into the system. The same thing will be sent to the testing server for testing activities, just to check whether the requirement has been fulfilled or not. Okay. Once testing people have verified it, it is possible to forward it to the production server. Production has came at the end, but this is the most secure environment of SAP system, because here real-time data has been posted. Development and testing are 2 dummy systems on which first of all, on one configurations will be made, and on the other the testings will be done. They are not related to any real-time data postings or something. All those data postings will be done on the production part only. So no configurations or testing activities are possible at all on the production server. Right? Moving ahead. A lot of people have the question in their mind what they are going to do and what they are going to be. Being a SAP consultant, either you will be technical, functional, and a new dimension is there also, that's called techno-functional. Technical peoples are those who are somehow responsible after taking care of the SAP system itself. Means they are related to either system administrations, installations, accessibility, or maybe they are related to the programming steps, and maybe report generation activities like BI, BW. Okay. So basically, on the technical side, basis, BI, ABAP kind of modules comes. They are the
What about the security? Where does it go?
security and GRC. They are also coming on the technical side.
Okay.
Okay. On the other hand, we have functional modules. These functional modules are basically the different departments' works, like financials, controlling, material management, sales and distribution, human resource department. Similarly, we have production planning, FSCM, financial supply chain management, FICA. There are a lot of different modules available over here. Tons of modules are there. Okay. So being on the functional side, you have to be a business. You should have been an understanding of the business properly. You should be understanding the business scenario as well. And based on that requirement, you have to configure the system so that the users can work properly onto the system, and they will be able to run the functionality properly. They will be able to post the transaction properly. All right. On the other hand, end users are there. End users are those people who are always working on the production side, and they are dealing with the real-time data. Their job is to load data into the system based on the business transactions of the company. I was talking about a new dimension as well, techno-functional. Say for example, you started your training with FICO, Financial Accounting and Controlling. At the same time, you got a chance to learn about ABAP or maybe basis module, and you have learned it. Now you have the knowledge of one technical plus one functional module. So now you will be called as a techno-functional person. Okay?
Okay.
That is actually a slang of the technical functional. Now, coming down to the kind of projects that might be given to you. When you are working with SAP, you might be given one of these 4 projects: support, implementation, rollout, and upgrades. Out of the 4, the most lucrative, most challenging role, and even the most paying role is implementation one, which is being done on the companies who are not on SAP. Maybe they are using Oracle or maybe QuickBooks or some other software like that. Okay? So now they want to come over to SAP itself. So they will call upon one of the implementation partner of SAP, like say Accenture, TCS, kind of companies. Okay? So what will happen, that company, say Accenture, will send a complete team of 40 to 50 members consisting of 1 or 2 consultants from all the modules, whichever client have requested so far. Okay? These such consultants will be going to sit in a meeting with the client. They will try to give you a bird eye view of the project itself, how they are working basically. Once you have the idea of how the project is and how the company is working so far, you will be asked to create documentation. You will be documenting each and everything. Okay? You will be left over into the organization to learn about the system. Once you have learned about the system of the client, you will create a documentation that will be called as ASIS, as is document. ASIS. Okay? This will be a picture of how the organization is working right now. Once they have the as-is document, based on that, they can map all those procedures and business scenarios to the SAP system, and they will create a 2B document, T-O-B-E, 2B document, which will give you the idea of how it will be once it will come over to the SAP itself. Okay? Obviously, because you are migrating from one system to the other system, so there will be a lot of gaps which needs to be fulfilled. Certain things are possible on SAP, certain things are good about the previous system that the client does not want to lose. Okay? So after the gap analysis, maybe if things are possible in SAP itself, it will be accommodated, or if the functionality is not possible directly, maybe the ABAPA will show some expertise over there by creating those things into the system itself. All right.
Yep.
After that, codings will be done, testings will be performed, and then a day will come when the previous system has to stop working and SAP will start taking care of that company's requirements. No implementations go less than a year generally. Okay. So if you are an implementation project, you will be involved maybe completely with the client for next 6 months, 1 year, or 4 months, like that, based on the part you or the role you have to play in that project. Okay. Then you might have to sit in the hypercare mode. That's the month of a period of 6-7 months where you have to be with the client. Not all of you, couple of people from your team will be left into the organization. They will be providing assistance to the organization employees. Maybe they will be training them. They will be, making them learn how to use the system. And then you can sign off from there and maybe assign a new project. All right?
Yep.
This is the most challenging role of SAP. Second one is support. This is a project where you have to, maybe there to provide support to the company. It means what? The company is already having SAP installed. You will be there for the troubleshooting activities. You will be there for maybe some couple of small customizations in the system as well. Or maybe, you will be taking care of the Soulman kind of thing, solution manager, where on day-to-day basis users will be posting their problems, or maybe they are not able to post the invoices. You have to check the region and sort the problem out. So that will be your role as a support consultant. Okay, Raja?
Yes, sir. So if wherever you train, I mean, which roles will I be able to perform once, let's say, once I finish and master the FICO?
Be able to perform any role out of these 4. Because what I'm going to show you is, I will take a scenario, and based on that scenario, I'll finish your training till the end. Okay? I'll show you how to configure and customize each and everything into the project.
Okay.
Okay. So
I mean, is it possible, let's say, let me ask another question.
Yeah.
For example, I finish my training, everything is good. Maybe I'm lucky enough, after I finish 1 month later, I have a job as a FICO consultant, and let's say I have a problem. I mean, are you normally available to provide help?
See,
if I pay you after, yeah.
Yeah, I got your point. The thing is, if you have a couple of problems around the week or maybe a month, I will be able to sort that out. Okay. If you need regular help from me, maybe we can talk about it later on. After, when you are on the job maybe, or if you want active support from my side.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. Even if you set up maybe a payment, if you have to help me for maybe amount of hour, I'll have to be paying you and something like that.
No, that's cool. We do provide those activities, those services. So don't worry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Now coming down to a different other types of projects rollouts. These are basically, a lot of acquisitions, amalgamations kind of activities are getting performed day by day. Companies are selling itself, some other companies buying them. So maybe the company selling them want to remove the settings from their system, or maybe the company who is buying that want to accommodate the settings into their existing system. So those activities will be coming under the rollout sections. Okay. The second one is upgrades. Time to time, SAP used to keep release the newer versions of SAP with added functionalities. So if you want to go for an upgrade, or maybe your company want to go for an upgrade, that project might be an upgrade also. That will be called an upgrade project. So one of these projects will be given. The basic 2 projects are support and implementation only. In between of these, rollouts and upgrades will be keep on coming also. Okay. Going to talk about financial accounting. We have to work around financial accounting so that we will be able to create the financial picture of a company on a particular date. These reports are called as P&L and balance sheet in terms of a company's financial reports. It shows the business condition of a company on a particular date with the help of balance sheet. You can check the net profit, net losses, taxes, purchases, revenues, profit before taxes, after taxes. There are a lot of things with the help of the profit and loss statement. And we are doing this for external users like your stockholders, bankers and lenders who are providing money to your company and who have invested in your company, or maybe the government who want to check whether you are paying the right tax or not. So these are the people who will be looking after the financial reports of your organization. So for these regions, you have to basically create these things. I'm not saying that company don't need it, company needs it as well, but these people needs the financial reports of that company more than the internal management. Okay. The other part that we have to do over here is controlling. Controlling is completely done for the purpose of internal management. Because say for example, your company is working in 5 to 6 different companies, and maybe the vice president or chairman of your company is not supposed to look after each and every invoices that is getting posted in your company itself. They need the refined raw data. On behalf of that, they will be able to take strategical decisions. If some area is not doing good, they will think of putting more cash or more promotion activities in those areas, maybe creating some offers for them, or maybe investing more manpower or more aggressive marketing over there. If one area is doing very good, they will be try to minimize the cost over there so that they can make more and more money. So these activities actually comes under the controlling part. The basic activities that you do over here is, if you have heard about the management functions, planning, controlling, deviation calculations, actual postings, and forecasting, budgeting, these kind of activities are going to come over here. But the basic things that you are going to do is cost accounting. Basically, you have to see how much cost is getting incurred and what are the different ways that can be used to reduce the cost and maximize the profits. The topics that we will be doing over here in FI will be general ledger, accounts payable, that's the vendor management, accounts receivable, that is the customer management, and asset accounting, that is the fixed asset management. On the other hand, we have controlling, where we have to work around cost element accounting, cost center accounting, profit center accounting, and internal orders. Additionally, as I said, or as I started with the integration part, remember FI, MM, and SD. I was showing you the scenario of order to cash and sale to cash kind of things. So those things are also here. I'll show you after maintaining the configuration of material management and sales and distribution also. And we will do online real-time integration between these modules. We'll run the whole scenario from purchase order to payment making, same way sales order to payment receiving. So those things also will be covered as a part of the session. The sessions are going to be of 40 to 45 hours maximum. Okay, based on your understanding level, it may go up or down couple of hours, but that's fine. We are able to cope up with that. And we will provide you SAP GUI access as well, where you can work, even I can work. This will be an online real-time system, and it will take a little resource of your computer. It can be installed like MS Word or
I have it, yeah, I have that already installed already because I took the MM.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's fine.
So I have the SAP. I mean, I have the system already installed. The only thing, maybe you will have to give me the access. How long do you give the access for?
It will be you have to ask the institute how much time they are providing, but at least till the training goes on, your access will remain there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I might have to. Yeah, I will talk to him to see if I can.
Once the demo is finished, it's a part of the training, so it will be given to you. Or if you have the access, you have to share the same access with me.
Okay.
Okay, but it should not be less than 2 months.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Now, you need to have a Skype account so that we can communicate, schedule classes. I will provide you all sort of study materials. All sorts.
I do have a Skype. Do you also do WhatsApp? I think WhatsApp is way easy.
Skype.
So, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I do have a Skype also.
They will give you access for 3 months.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, basically we will provide you access also, and like this only we can get connected every day. All the meetings will be recorded on your system itself. You can access it any point of time.
Okay, so I'll be the one recording, right?
You will be the one who will be recording the classes.
Okay, no problem.
I'll make sure before starting the session every day so that you are recording. If in case you have a problem with something, I will record it in my side and I will send it to you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, the thing is sometimes I know if you record it on your side because maybe you hear yourself way better sometimes when the connection is not good. So maybe if you record it on your side, it might record better.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because nowadays connections are very fast.
Yeah, now it's good. Yeah, now today's connection is, I mean, so far it's been really good. At the beginning it was little, yeah, fuzzy, but now, I mean, it's been great.
Those things will be taken care while the sessions. So if in some cases what happens, you know, your recording is not well, I might be forwarding a different recording to you because I do take sessions. So I do have a lot of recordings with me.
Okay,
so
no
problem. I'll do your steps. Okay, dear?
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So now, how is the schedule going to
documentation also? Documentation will look like this. Wait, I'll show you one of them. What kind of documents I'm going to give you. Say for example, we are configuring how to create vendors. Okay? See, I'll provide you a screenshot, explanation, step by step documents you will get of each and every section.
Oh, okay, that's good. Thank you.
So this will save a lot of time of yours in watching the recordings because every time it's not possible to watch it.
I know, that's true.
Okay. So I'll be giving you recording, documentation, as well as the study materials. Alright. Now this is going to be your training document. You see here, we'll start with financial accounting, basic settings, general ledger. This configuration, you know why I told you, you asked me what kind of role you will be able to do. Basically, first of all, we configure the system as you do in case of implementation project. Okay. And then we start working the transactions so that you will get an idea of how the users works. Because if you don't know how users work, you will not be able to troubleshoot the system. You getting me?
Yep.
So if you want to know how to troubleshoot the system, you need to post the transactions. Then only you will be able to cope up with the role of a support consultant if you will be given an opportunity to work as a support consultant also. Okay?
Okay.
Same way, we'll work into account payables, taxes, payment postings, invoice posting, credit memos, terms of payment, vendor master creation, manual automatic payments, down payments, cash discount treatments, settlement between customer vendors, I mean intercompany postings. Everything will be covered as a part of this syllabus.
Okay.
Okay. There are certain things which are not listed also, but still I'm providing that. I just wanted, you know, make a 5 or 6 pages documentation. That is why you might be able to see a sorted version of that. But your training is complete. Okay.
Okay.
Asset management. Here you will get the how to create asset, how to create depreciation methods, how to run depreciations, how to buy asset, sell asset, scrap asset, reports on assets. After that, we'll start controlling part, basic of controlling cost element accounting, cost center accounting, profit center accounting, internal orders, new GL concept, cash journal, some real-time issues, different reports, how to create financial statement version, means how to create balance sheet and P&L, month-end and year-end activities, and then we'll start with FI, MM, and SD integration. Here I'll customize the MM system as well as the SD system also. And then I'll show you how to create a material, how to create a purchase order, MIGO, MIDO, how to display vendor invoice, and how to make payment from financial accounting. Same way we'll be doing the stuff for SD part also, creating customer material, sales order, goods receipt, delivery, billing, balance to be received, and how to finally clear the documents. So this is all your training is going to be. If you have any questions or queries, you can ask now. Otherwise, I'm done with the presentation part.
The only question is, I mean, everything for me looks okay, and I'm ready to start. The only thing is the timing. How are you going to time?
Please let me know your location.
My location is Houston, Texas.